Hello and welcome back to Hour 1. Not that you're always welcome, but we're doing something a little different for a change this time. Now, for those of you with good memories or even bad memories, you may remember we did an Hour 1 for Destiny roughly a year ago at this point, as of this video being recorded. Now, that's not your mind playing tricks on you. We really have done an Hour 1 for the game before. But now, with Destiny 2.0 and even the way that Bungie's kind of treating the Taken King as almost a re-release of Destiny, not just a major DLC expansion, but they've changed many of the fundamental aspects of the game. The shooting is still the same, but some of the storytelling and some of the other systems have been totally revamped for Year 2, and in celebration of that, and as a giant fan of the game, I thought I'd do another Hour 1 of that to properly represent the game as it currently stands. I fully admit I have played way too many hours of Destiny in 1 year than I even care to admit. You can watch a bunch of it on the channel. We do other videos for it every once in a while. So to say I'm not a completely biased opinion on this one is not at all unfair. I am a very big Destiny fan, but I'll try and be as impartial as I can. And as always, I will be doing a talkback or whatever you want to call it at the end of the hour about the game I've experienced. Now, as I said, this will be a little different because I'll be judging the game more on what's new and what's improved, and probably less on what the game offers as a whole, which, if you go back and actually watch the Hour 1, I was a little disappointed with it initially because I was burnt out because of the alpha and the beta I participated in. So yeah, with that being said though, let's get to it.
Good luck to you both.
Starting the timer now, I think. Looks like it. Maybe? Yes. Alright, so, in the interest of full disclosure, I engage in a weird little I've done a little bit of time in this game already. Not story-wise. What the? It's a little close for comfort. But I did go and check out the tower and stuff that before I started the recording. Before I started the timer, I guess. There should be a kind of forward video of all of that went on there. Nothing major. I did manage to boost myself to level 40 by accident, which I'll explain at the end of all this. It's Cabal, so let's go with that. The hell happened here? Come out, cats.
What the hell was that?
No.
Fingertips on the surface of my mind.
Yes. Thank you for your input, Eris.
So she's nuts. Officially nuts. What the fuck? This is actually kind of terrifying.
He is here.
Give your will to me.
Oh shit. What the? What in the what? Whoa. Dude hits. Like for a lot. Whoa! Nah. Okay, if this is how we're playing, we're playing. Come on, Lord of Wolves, you've never failed me to date! You're still beastly as hell. What? We're moving. And that just replicated. It's me and you, ugly! Very few things live long as my favorite gun in this game, and I suspect you will not be one of them. Yeah! That's new and not appreciated. Could you leave their feet open though, which is nice. Put some push on it. Sucks. My ship looks so cool! Kind of sitting there. Hey, Dead Titan. Wearing Osiris gear. Huh. Nice little touch. Bunch of Dead Titans wearing Osiris gear. Did not notice them. Or probably Sunbreaker gear. That's totally the Trials of Osiris symbol. Let's do this! And holy crap, my super regenerates quick. Oh, people are gonna be pissed in the Crucible. Okay, so it still does the awesome thing. Alright, that might still work. They didn't totally fuck it up. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be. About goddamn time that... Okay, they unfucked that thing nicely.
Whatever haunts us, we should haunt twice as hard.
Oh, this super is so goddamn long. In, like, the best way possible. Definitely not me complaining. But people are going to be pissed.
The hive really tore into the moon. Filled it with all sorts of chambers and catacombs.
That's new dialogue.
It's a whole necropolis down here. The night is near, and it's powerful. But this knight holds the key to finding the grave. We'll have to kill him.
Alright, so that's an hour. You heard the alarm go off. So, year 2 of Destiny, Destiny the Taken King, whatever you want to call it. This is kind of the version of Destiny we were promised, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. More importantly, if you have not tried Destiny or you played Destiny and walked away from it, now's a really good time to either jump in or give it another shot. They have fixed so many issues I had as a person who played way too many hours of this game when it was far from a perfect game. They have fixed a bunch of the major gripes people had, like the story system and the leveling, and yeah, so as a hardcore player, I mentioned this in the video, I cheated a little bit, and by cheated I mean I exploited a system in the game to power level my character to level 40 by spending the week between when 2.0 came out and when the Taken King launched to gather up lots of stuff that would let me just burn through experience to get to maximum level. Don't do that. It really kind of ruins the game in a sad way. I don't miss the fact the progress bar is not going across the bottom saying I leveled up, but, you know, it would have been nice to have gotten experience a couple more times. I'm not going to do it with my other characters for sure, because, well, yeah, but on the same time, my Titan's special to me, and I want him level 40 as fast as possible. But on that same note, the fact he is 40 does not matter at all, because this game is, as it should be, all about the loot. but I'll get to that in a little bit later. So, the biggest gripe a bunch of people had about this game was story and questing, and they've definitely brought how that's implemented in the game much more in line with traditional RPG standards, whatever you want to call them. There's a quest system, there are cutscenes. Hell, there was more story and personality and plot development and just stuff along that ilk in the first 10 minutes of The Taken King than in some ways you could say about all of Year 1 of Destiny. As someone who's excuse me, as someone who's defended the Destiny's Year 1 with a lot of fervor because, well, I didn't think there's quite the many stories issues other people seem to have, that coming from me means something. I know I say that occasionally a little too often, but there's a lot more story here, and that whole story interaction stuff people want is actually spilled over in other parts of the game. So there's a whole quest system of actually taking you through the various quest lines that, as they weren't laid out as quest lines, you might have missed in the original Year 1 content. Like, there's the whole Crotus mission, there's the whole Stranger set of missions. There's stuff in the game that are essentially quest lines that, because they were broken up into missions and nothing was saying, hey, these are kind of linked, you might not put together, which is a damn shame, because when they're spelled out as quest lines, they're quite entertaining and quite interesting. They've thrown some extra story in, and as a high-level player, if you've played these already, there's actually something called the Abandoned Quest System, where you can go back and experience the quest lines the way they were kind of meant to be played, and at the same time, you get to experience some of the new character they've injected in the game. Most people know they swapped out Peter Dinklage for Nolan North. I'll always miss Peter Dinklage's dry, sarcastic, meh approach to the dialogue, but at the same time, Nolan Northbot is a lot better than Dinklebot was, and they've given Northbot a bunch more lines, and they're pretty good lines, and they give the Ghost a lot more character, and they give the game a lot more character. He's gone from kind of this, yup, guess we're about to storm the castle, to, yeah, we can probably kill that thing, or, okay, yeah, this will be hard. It just feels more like a character and less like an accessory like it was in the original version of the game, and that goes to everything. Like, there are now cutscenes involving your character that aren't just, I could tell you the reasons and never talk about them. Like, there are arguments. Like, I didn't try and spoil as much of the main storyline because I would hate if someone did that to me. I did the Sunsinger one. People are just kind of talking to you. You come across dead guardians. Stuff is happening. From a story delivery standpoint, this game is heads and shoulders above where it was. And from a just story and general presence, it's improved dramatically, and that's saying something, because there was a lot there. And don't get me wrong, the Grimoire card system is still around. You'll have to go read about the really cool stuff online or on your phone or something. But if you liked more context, you definitely have it. So, on that same note, though, on the opposite side of that coin is the gear. Like I said, I'm level 40. It doesn't actually matter that I'm level 40, because all of my gear is currently terrible. And I mean really goddamn terrible. Like, I'm swapping out all my legendary stuff for, like, greens and blues and the occasional purple I got through the whole edging means. And I love games that are about loot. And Destiny is once again a game about loot, because your level is set. You leveled up to there. You got experience. You killed stuff. You completed missions. You're now, in my case, level 40. And you will be level 40 until the next expansion comes out, or you delete your character. You can now feel free to customize your character however you want with whatever toys you want. And the new light level system, while confusing to me, is more about, hey, you want to equip better gear because it makes your attack and defense better, which, in my mind, is how that should have always probably been. I don't quite know the number on it. I'm a little sad that class items now have a defense score attached to them, because it means a bunch of the items I used to love are no longer valid, and I guess rolling from that, literally all the Year 1 gear has to go by the wayside now. It's a damn shame, because I really do love some of the guns and armor I picked up in the first year of Destiny. Like, I've been carrying around this kind of fur-lined chest armor since I first got it in the Dark Below, and it's one of my favorite things in the game for my Titan. All of this makes sense, because they're trying to encourage you to experience the new stuff, and there's some cool new stuff. The new weapons are neat. They put a lot of thought and effort into making new things for the Taken King, which is awesome. The one not-so-awesome thing is I have a bunch of exotics. I'm not bragging about that. I'm just annoyed I can't exchange my Year 1 exotics for Year 2 exotics, and I can't upgrade my Year 1 exotics into Year 2 exotics. I have to literally go through the process of getting the items I need to buy something I already own so I can continue to play with it. I get why you do that, but at the same time, maybe not for everything, but let me trade in one exotic for the new version of it, or something like that. All I really want is to trade in my Helm of Inmost Light so I can get a Year 2 version, so I can keep wearing nothing but that, basically, for an exotic slot. And I get what they're doing. They're trying to stop you from doing just that, and it's a little annoying. I'm not mad that not all the exotics made the jump. I think that's actually a good thing. I'm mad I can't use the exotics I currently have in a useful way. I can use them for now, don't get me wrong, they're still around, but you can't upgrade them further, which I think is the biggest fault I actually have with this. Beyond that, though, yeah, this game's fucking solid. We are very close. We're not there yet, but this is as close as we've gotten so far to the promise of what Destiny was supposed to be about. This is more story-driven. Your gear now sticks with you for longer, given the new upgrade and kind of sacrifice system. And the story's there. Like, the opening cinematic makes Oryx a very identifiable enemy. Like, you understand that Oryx is bad news. Characters die. People get messed up. Lots of stuff happens. And for the first time in the game, the enemies speak in a language you can understand. That was the biggest shocker to me, hearing Oryx basically calling us out. That was nuts. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the Taken King. Like I said, if you've not played Destiny for some reason, now's a great time to give it a shot. If you're like me, you paid for a bunch of the DLC, and you're kind of mad that you can get a lot of value now out of the $60 version of the Taken King that might not have been there for Destiny, but at the same time, this is the version of Destiny we've always kind of deserved, and it really does inspire more faith. The stories are good, the missions are good, the Taken King has a lot of potential, and as someone who loves this game, I'm excited about this game in ways I've not been in a long time. But yeah, with that being said, I appear to have been kicked to orbit while I was talking, so I think it's time to go find Oryx.
Something Wicked Studios.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below, you share us with all your friends, and you subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for more videos right now, we've got a whole bunch of ones all over the channel you can get to by the links below. If you hit the random button, I promise to send you to a good one. You know you want to. Press it. Press it.